champion hoists up the machine. Lights up the green overalls. You can't escape Brian Cage. 2.
Kenny Omega's got him rocking here.
Omega hoisted up this time by Cage and driven down. And Brian Cage makes the tag. Hechicero now into the fray. And we could be watching the mad scientist go to work. Hammer throw into the corner. Rising knee strike caught Omega flush in the face. Controlling the legs of the AEW World Champion is the CMLL World Heavyweight Champion. And what a story it would be for Hechicero to submit the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega right here tonight.
Yeah, the CMLL World Champion beats the AEW World Champion. That would be quite a story. You're right, Excalibur. Quite a story.
And Omega trying to dig in the elbows, trying to make the crawl over the ropes or perhaps over the corner.
He knows Kenny's in dire straits, and he almost don't want to tag him, and now he's reached his hand out and doing the right thing for the tag.
An animated Jon Moxley reaching for the tag. Hechicero rolls over, captures the arm, and now
Juji Gatami is locked in.
And Moxley, though, just in the stomp. Not the legal man, but he saw what his teammate needed.
It was the right move. It really was.
But Cage and Doyle, the strength just too much, even for Moxley to overcome. Omega
saved the day there for Moxley.
Now brought Moxley back down to earth, and now Moxley and Omega teeing off on Doyle and Cage. But Doyle and Cage change levels, charging in. Doyle gets taken over the top. Cage goes down. And a standoff there between Omega and Moxley, and Ospreay flying in the middle.
Saw his moment. Great timing, Will Ospreay.
And now the rapid fire attacks from the Death Riders. We've seen this, a big part of their playbook, as Kenny Omega, he wants to get in on the act.
How about that?
What a trio of offense coming into Hechicero here as Moxley scores with a cutter. Doyle, wild swing and a miss. Ospreay over the top. Now Kenny Omega looking for the full Nelson.
Too thick and strong. Brian Cage powers out of it.
And you're right, man.
Moxley. A little bit of assist there for Omega, the German suplex, and now Omega, snap, dragon on Cage. Hechicero coming in, and Hechicero trying to fight his way free. Moxley ducks underneath, and oh
my God.
Inadvertent knee strike took out Jon Moxley, and Hechicero, the guillotine. The flying guillotine from Hechicero to... Oh!
That was close, man. Kenny was caught pinned by Hechicero.
There you saw Will checking in on Mox.
It's a pump handle there by Brian Cage.
The pump handle into the knee strike. Kenny Omega clutching his face, and Jake Doyle just waiting. And oh! An elbow strike. Omega's hands were down. He couldn't defend himself. And Ospreay, though, in the nick of time to break things up.
That was an excellent save by Ospreay right there. Excellent.
Yeah, he had to slide around a referee to get there.
That was very impressive.
Now that time Cage said, get up top, I guess directing Hechicero.
And Hechicero climbing to the top as Cage and Doyle controlling Omega and Ospreay. And Moxley shook the top ropes, disrupted Hechicero's balance. Ospreay and Omega back to their feet, drops down Cage and Doyle. Hechicero now perhaps last man standing for the Don Callis family.
Wow.
Omega covers and scores the win.
Here are your winners.
The team of the AEW Continental Champion Jon Moxley, the Aerial Assassin Will Ospreay, and the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega.
Despite the friendly fire, the inadvertent friendly fire between Omega and Moxley, those two and Will Ospreay were able to overcome and score the win over some very game competition here tonight, Tony.
Yeah, the Don Callis family had come to fight. They were not impressed about all the gold in the ring. Continental champion, world champion, winner of the Owen Hart Foundation men's tournament.
And Omega trying to smooth things over here with Jon Moxley. We've touched on the rough history between these two men, and now things.
Yeah, Will needs to get in there. Absolutely. Will's in a pretty tough spot here. Oh,
Omega
my God.
Shoved Ospreay out of the way. Now tempers flaring. And Omega and Ospreay squaring off Matt and Nick Jackson.
Look at the Bucks, yeah.
Trying to play peacemakers, but remember, the Young Bucks will be facing Moxley and Ospreay this Sunday at Redemption.
This thing's breaking down here.
The Bucks do not trust the Death Riders.
And
Understandably so.
Omega was just trying to pull Ospreay off of one of the Young Bucks, and Ospreay didn't know who it was. He threw a back elbow, and he caught Omega flushing the nose. And Omega, he's trying to fight off the Don Callis family. While all this is going on the outside. In come RPG Vice. Down goes Trent Beretta, Rocky Romero. Romero goes down. Omega, AEW World Champion, standing tall.
We've got fights going on everywhere here in the Pinnacle in Nashville.
This thing just blew up
Yeah,
quick,
it did.
real quick.
And look at Omega lining up Trent and Rocky for a V trigger. Omega
Good night, bang.
makes the leap. No! Kevin Knight over the top. He caught Omega square in the face with the TNT Championship.
And now he's got both belts in his hand.
Omega never had a chance, Taz.
Oh, what a shot. Kevin Knight cracked him.
Jet 2 belts. Perhaps a portentous vision of the future. Kevin Knight, Kenny Omega, one-on-one for the AEW World Championship this Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Redemption live on pay-per-view on HBO Max. Fans, we thank you for joining us tonight for Dynamite. We will see you Saturday night for Collision and Sunday for Redemption from Montreal.